Let's get to fair or foul. Cristiano Ronaldo currently sits at 946 goals, which has everyone thinking, will he score 1,000? So do you think fair or foul that he's going to reach that?
I mean, I think I am in the Messi versus Ronaldo debate. I am firmly in the Messi camp. But I think Cristiano Ronaldo now is a freak of nature. So
Mm,
fair, Andy Petrillo. Because, like,
okay.
at the age of, is he 40? Is he plus 40 now? Like, I mean, he's
52, I think. I don't know.
he looks great.
Yeah.
Great six pack for a guy in his 50s. But like the games, the scoring opportunities are running out, right? Even for a player like him who is in peak and prime physical condition. But the goals are still flowing, and
Mm.
perhaps a lesser league, which is the argument against him, but he continues to bag the goals. And I do think his situation with Portugal is looking a fair bit rosier than it did sort of close to the end of Qatar. So it's improved this cycle. So a highly individual goal, which it has been very much for Cristiano Ronaldo. It's kind of like him and the team and his interests and his needs prior or put before the needs of Portugal and their success. I think now this highly individual goal becomes more of a collective goal. So I think he's likely, even though it's going to take a little bit of a push and it's going to take a little bit of luck, but I think he's the hard work, certainly he puts it in and he's got the talent to do it. So I think he can do it.
Speaking of goal scoring, Harry Kane, fastest to reach 100 goals. Uh-huh. So Harry Kane became the fastest ever to reach, and he did it in 104 games, breaking the record set by Erling Haaland and none other than Cristiano Ronaldo, who
Mhm.
both did it in 105 games. So is it fair or foul to be impressed with this accomplishment?
Fair. I mean, Harry Kane has never been just a poacher, never been a guy. I mean, something that's dogged Jonathan David in how prolific he's been over the course of his career is how many goals are penalty goals. Something else that has dogged Harry Kane. But he continues to do it, and now playing for Vincent Company for Bayern Munich, his qualities have been distilled down. He's not just a guy who's the fox in a box and can score from the spot. His size, his skill, his footballing IQ is on full display. So I think the fact that he continues to do this, 32 years of age, I think he can do it for a long time. He showed his adaptability. So very, very impressive stat, especially to best Cristiano Ronaldo and Erling Haaland, of whom Pep Guardiola was saying when he was compared to Alexander Isak, another prolific scorer and one of the strikers at the top of his game in world football. And he said, "Where do you put Erling Haaland?" He said, "Just a little bit higher than Alexander Isak." Well, Harry Kane himself is just a little bit higher right now in the record books than Cristiano Ronaldo and Erling Haaland.
Sure is. One more here. Spanish midfielder and Inter Miami player Sergio Busquets has announced that he will retire at the end of the season, marking an end to that kind of central defensive midfield, right? Who has basically won every team trophy. And it's anything that you can also win as a legendary, Spain and Barcelona team that dominated. You got a World Cup, you have a Euro, three Champions League, nine La Liga titles, seven Copa del Rey. I'm not done. Seven Super Copa de España, three UEFA Super Cup, three FIFA Club World Cup, a couple more, one MLS Supporter Shield, and a League's Cup. Fair or foul to say he's the greatest men's central defensive midfielder of all time?
My goodness. I mean, with the likes of Pirlo, of Zidane, of, who else? Iniesta, Xavi. There, I mean, I could run down Modric. They don't play exactly the same position, but he's in that company, and I think he's head and shoulders above because he's the quintessential defensive midfielder, complete player, breaks up play, shields the defense, drops into the back line, progresses play, is impossible to take the ball off of. Doesn't really set the tempo and have the passing range of some of the aforementioned players. The names that I threw out there, those really legendary players, but he's the pivot. So you think about those Barcelona years, those Pep Guardiola coached years where, I mean, you had Messi in the team as well. Who drove the play? It was Busquets. So I'd be curious to know where the League's Cup and the Supporter Shield in MLS stand with the rest of all of those accolades that he's collected over the course of his career. I think the fact too, Andy, that he's this physical anomaly. He doesn't look like any of the other players I mentioned either. And the
Hmm.
fact that this gigantic soccer brain, this footballing brain, exists at the top of this long, almost insect-like frame is just tremendous. So I think he did it in a way that was unique, but I don't know if anybody did it better than Sergio Busquets.